Have you ever found yourself in a moment of crisis, painfully waiting for the right time to arrive, questioning every second of the delay? Do you often wonder why things don't unfold as neatly and promptly as you plan, especially when faced with challenges beyond your control? Have you felt that frustration when the answers you seek seem to elude you in the exact moments you need them most? Today, we explore profound insights about embracing and trusting in divine timing, lessons drawn from one of the richest narratives of the Holy Bible that speak directly to the heart of such uncertainties. Welcome to another transformative episode where we dive deep into the ancient wisdom of Exodus chapter 1, verses 1 to 22. In this passage, we find the people of Israel faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, enduring harsh conditions, and awaiting deliverance. It's a powerful testament to the necessity of trusting in God's plan, even when surrounded by hardships, a lesson that is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. This narrative reveals how trusting in divine timing can reshape our journey and bring profound peace amidst chaos. The first chapter of Exodus sets the stage for a monumental transition. The children of Israel, once welcomed guests in Egypt due to Joseph's influence, become enslaved under a new Pharaoh who fears their growing numbers. It's a period marked by increasing oppression and seemingly endless trials. Yet within this historical account lies a timeless truth. When life feels out of your hands, when everything seems to spiral beyond your grasp, that's precisely when divine timing embarks on its mysterious course. As we uncover this narrative, consider how often our own lives mirror the plight of Israel. Where do you feel enslaved by your circumstances, powerless against forces beyond your control? These scripts of human struggle and divine action urge us not to despair, but to find renewed faith in an overarching plan, especially when we cannot see the mechanisms at work. In Exodus 1, we see God's people enduring years of servitude, their suffering compounded by a decree to reduce their numbers by killing their sons at birth. And yet, in the very midst of this attempt to disempower and destroy, the midwives, fearing God, disobey Pharaoh, allowing Hebrew boys to live. It is this act of defiance, rooted in faith, that highlights a pivotal moment where human intention clashes with divine purpose, reminding us of the ways small acts of courage and faith can alter the course of history. The lesson here propels us to examine the patience required in waiting on God's timing. It's not a passive waiting, but an active trust that drives courageous choices even during our darkest hours. This story invites us to consider, are we willing to trust God's timeline, even when events seem to conspire against every hope we hold? History lives in cycles, and today more than ever, rapid change, unforeseen challenges, and personal battles make us demand instant breakthroughs. The wisdom Exodus offers isn't found in miraculous escapes or immediately answered prayers, but in the slow, intricate weaving of God's larger design, often beyond what we can perceive. The tale of the Israelites underlines the importance of faith, the ability to believe fervently in what we don't yet see, knowing that our story, too, is in divine hands. Through the fidelity of these ancient people, we learn to rest assured in the truth that God's timing is impeccable, even when it's incomprehensible. This narrative nudges us to shift our perspective, to view the unfolding events in our lives not as harbingers of doom, but as the laying of groundwork for something profound. It's the patient seedling striving to break free from the soil, the artist's sketch layers yet unfinished but brimming with untapped potential. It's clear that our own lives reflect this biblical narrative in countless ways. When we ask ourselves if God is silent, we shudder, yet hold on to faith that He's composing a grander melody beyond our hearing. This story calls us to trust, to truly and deeply believe that our struggles will yield a path forward as yet unseen. As we reflect on this passage, perhaps you're feeling the weight of a delayed promise, a prayer that remains unanswered. Let's own that space together, find rest in the knowledge that divine timing is at work. Put voice to that faith by sharing your belief. Let me know how this message impacts you by commenting with the phrase, "I believe," and wait. Let's create a community of faithful waiters, supporting one another through our seasons of uncertainty. As we close, remember that the wisdom of Exodus doesn't just remain confined to scrolls of parchment. It pulses within the rhythm of our modern-day lives, guiding us to deepen our faith and yield to the divine timing of our Creator. This story is the prelude to an epic of deliverance and revelation, and so too each moment of your life teeters on the brink of greater purpose. In our next revelation from Exodus, discover how early signs of deliverance began. Subscribe now to not miss out on this unfolding journey as we unravel more of the profound mysteries and lessons etched in these sacred texts. Together, let's embrace divine timing, trusting that while we may not hold the pen, we are certainly part of a masterpiece in progress. Until next time, find peace in the waiting, knowing that you are loved, seen, and guided by the hand of God Himself.